It's been nearly 20 years in the making. The Gotthard base tunnel, which has now officially opened in Switzerland, is the longest and deepest traffic tunnel in the world, and it's set to revolutionise freight transport across Europe.
Well, if you take the Gotthard tunnel, it's the largest tunnel system in the world that's being built at the moment. It's 57 kilometers long, up to 2,300 meters below the entire mountain range that you see here. So it's a technological masterpiece.
The only way to cross the Gotthard until modern times was by negotiating a narrow pass that forded turbulent rivers and scaled sheer granite gorges. It's been nearly 20 years in the making. The Gotthard base tunnel, which has now officially opened in Switzerland, is the longest and deepest traffic tunnel in the world, and it's set to revolutionise freight transport across Europe.
It's a really masterpiece of technology, of project management. It's infrastructure building of the century. We are particularly proud to be part of this building. We are particularly proud to have contributed with our technology to this overall tunnel system here in the Gotthard, which is the longest in the world with 57 kilometers. So altogether, a fantastic day for Switzerland and a great day for ABB.
Though earlier tunnels have drilled through some parts of the Alps here, the new base tunnel goes right through the bottom of the entire Gotthard range, a natural barrier that has been part of Swiss identity for centuries. When full rail services begin on this line in December, travel time from Zurich to Milan will be cut by an hour to just 2 hours 40 minutes. To power and ventilate the world's longest tunnel called for the most precise, cutting-edge technology.
This goes, I think, to the heart of what ABB is. It's about technology, it's about innovation, being the leading company in breakthrough projects, together with others, actually generating something for future generations. This will be here for decades, maybe for 100 years, like the first one, where also ABB or its predecessor companies were part of it. I think it's really showing what our two major and biggest assets can do, and that's humans, which we have, our people, our employees, and technology and innovation.
As European leaders come together to hail the tunnel as a sign of a more integrated continent, engineers are celebrating what some have called the infrastructure project of the century, taking 1 million lorries worth of freight off the Alpine roads and demonstrating again the power of innovation and technological expertise.
Well, if you take the Gotthard tunnel, it's the largest tunnel system in the world that's being built at the moment. It's 57 kilometers long, up to 2,300 meters below the entire mountain range that you see here. So it's a technological masterpiece. And it's very important for this tunnel that it has muscles and it has the lung. Muscles means we need to have electrification, we need to have energy at any place in the tunnel, and ABB has provided the electrification part on the entire tunnel system. And secondly, it's important that air is available at any place in the tunnel. ABB has been the key partner to supply the electrification for all the ventilation system that people can breathe safely throughout the entire journey through the tunnel. So altogether, it's a masterpiece of technology of the century. It connects multiple countries surrounding Switzerland, and it demonstrates the role of Switzerland in the hub role of all of Europe. This tunnel will offer now an opportunity to have more transport going on the rail system. Given that rail is one of the most environmentally friendly transport means, it really is a key contribution to a more sustainable infrastructure in Europe. Secondly, it also offers convenience for passengers. The transport time between Zurich and Milano will be cut significantly. Today it's more than 4 hours. In the future, when this system is fully in place and another connecting system in Italy is being ramped up, it's less than 3 hours. So you save about an hour with the overall connection time. So altogether, a more sustainable European transport and more convenience for passengers is the key contribution of this tunnel. Well, ABB is very, very proud that we were the first partner of the first tunnel that was done in the previous century, even in the previous century, and now we are the partner again. This project really demonstrates what successful project management, leading edge technology and committed people can achieve together. We have connected the north and the south of Switzerland, 57 kilometers through the mountain range, with a project ahead of time and on budget. We have demonstrated that our leading edge technology provides energy efficiency, reliability and sustainable solutions in this environment. So altogether, it brings together our skills and capabilities on the technology side, on the project management side, and our special partnership approach that's a hallmark for ABB. So we're proud to be part of it. We are especially congratulating all the other partners for their fantastic achievement, and today we celebrate. It's a really masterpiece of technology, of project management. It's infrastructure building of the century, and I would like to congratulate everybody that was involved here. We are particularly proud to be part of this building. We are particularly proud to have contributed with our technology to this overall tunnel system here in the Gotthard, which is the longest in the world with 57 kilometers. So altogether, a fantastic day for Switzerland and a great day for ABB.
It's one of the most iconic sites in Switzerland. The Gotthard Massif in the northwestern Alps is one of the continent's most formidable natural barriers, barring the way between northern and southern Europe. For centuries, this was a key trade route for goods travelling from Germany to Italy, and an important military stronghold.
1500, it was the idea that because all the rivers starts near in this region, they thought that that must be the highest mountain of the Alps. The difference between the Jungfrau or the Matterhorn and the Gotthard is that the Jungfrau and the Matterhorn, they do have an image. When you say Matterhorn, you just see it in your head. When you say Gotthard, there are 20 images, and somebody said once the Gotthard has no image but a lot of stories.
The only way to cross the Gotthard until modern times was by negotiating a narrow pass that forded turbulent rivers and scaled sheer granite gorges. This wild mountainous Gotthard Pass captured the imagination of Europe's artists, from William Turner, who painted the famous Devil's Bridge, to romantic poets like Goethe. The idea of tunnelling straight through this rock was an enormous undertaking, and an expensive one, the brainchild of Swiss industrialist Alfred Escher. Excavations on a first rail tunnel began in 1871, with workers using hammers, chisels, and the newly patented dynamite. It was slow and risky progress, with the tunnel advancing by just a metre a day in the beginning. But when it was finally completed, 10 years later, it was the world's longest tunnel and one of its greatest engineering achievements. It was this line that was first electrified by Brown Bavarian Company, the forerunner to ABB, in the 1920s. Now, ABB Engineering has helped complete a new tunnel and one of the most groundbreaking rail projects ever attempted.
Switzerland is a very small country. I think to build such a tunnel in a country with 8 million inhabitants, it's very something special. We don't have the fastest train, the longest train, the highest train, but I think our pride is to have the longest tunnel, which we do have now the third time, and I hope for a long time again.
This newly completed tunnel reaches all the way through the very base of the Gotthard Massif to form the longest and the deepest rail tunnel anywhere on the globe, powered and ventilated by ABB Engineering. It's a worthy successor to the past achievements of this imposing region, a landmark project linking Europe together from north to south, and a suitably iconic milestone in the long and legendary history of Gotthard. And it's set to revolutionise freight transport across the Gotthard until modern times was by negotiating a narrow pass that forded turbulent rivers and scaled sheer granite gorges.